Dracula Rexes, and welcome back to another craft video. I'm back again with Moo.
Hi.
What are we doing today, Moo?
We're making, what are we called?
Pictures?
Pigeons.
Making some pictures with some prompts. Shout out to Mariah Elizabeth, whose book it comes from. We don't actually have the book yet because sadly Creators Book 2 does not come to Australia. But we went through her videos, stole a couple of prompts, and Moo picked two of the prompts out of the ones that I wrote down, and this is what we came up with.
Create, repairs, cut, rip, or save this page, then try to repair it. Alright, so here we go. First off, I'm cutting up and just ripping that page. Yes, this is sped up for your enjoyment. As you can see, Moo has started taking some textures and is trying to stain the page with them, though she was struggling a bit. I don't know how to stain pages with texture really, but hey, she did a really good job. And then she decided to cut them up, and I started trying to repair my ruined page. I went ahead and started drawing after that while Moo was still repairing her page. She chose to put her sticky tape on the outside while I put mine on the back side of it, so it was a little bit easier for me to create a piece of artwork. And here we go, we're just drawing away. I'm just showing her there how to draw a okay, maybe a really bad band-aid, but you know, I'm not the best artist in the world. This is just a fun activity we wanted to do together. And yep, drawing lots of stuff. She's got all of her art stuff out there. Shout out to Moo for doing this with me. I hope you're enjoying yourself here, Moo, because we had a lot of fun, or at least I did. These are all her pencils and textures and pens, and as you can see, she's got quite a collection over there. So I'm still outlining what my picture will be, and Moo's already up to the colouring stage, which is really cool. Finally, and here we go. I'm starting to add in my colour now. And Moo is almost finished with her. She's still going. And we're just using the tissue to try and lighten up some areas. And then I decided I wanted it dark anyway. It also helps take away some of the pencil lines if you're getting too many of them overlapping. But in the end, I sort of gave up on it after that. And of course, Moo had to try it out and see how cool it was, as she always does. So I chose a nice purple for this. As you can see, it's well, maybe you can't really tell at this point, but I drew a diary because out of all the books I know, it's the book that most people have around, and it's the one that gets taken with you everywhere, like drawn on, written in, there's stuff spilled on it, it gets wrecked. So I was like, hey, I've got a wrecked page, so why not turn it into a diary? And I've got some eyes on my diary. And as you can see, Moo has finished her picture, so she decided to play with her Tamagotchi named Eve. And she's just trying to work out how to put the time into it. After this video, I did teach her how to play with the Tamagotchi properly so that she would stop accidentally resetting it, which she loved. And now she's just watching some Mariah Elizabeth while she waits for me to finish my colouring in. So those are the reactions you can see. And she keeps talking to me back and forth, that's why her lips are moving, but the video quality wasn't the best with the sound, so I went ahead and recorded over it anyway because I wanted to do a voiceover. This is my first ever voiceover, so you'll have to let me know how it goes. Now I'm just going in with some final outline touches with some textures. I always save this to last, just because then it covers up any sort of mistakes that I've made throughout the colouring process, because much to my practice and dismay, I still manage to get outside the lines no matter where I'm colouring or what I'm colouring. It can get pretty frustrating sometimes. So I'm just making sure you can actually see the eyes and just making sure all the little details are all in there. Unfortunately, we didn't have any whiteout, which is what I would normally use to add some glossy bits to it. I just find it easier than trying to put pencil in and avoid pencil. But that was okay. I still think this picture turned out really good, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I quite enjoyed doing this project with Moo, and it's something fun that hopefully we will continue if Moo enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you guys like it, we can continue videoing it and putting it up here for you to check out. And here we go, the final last touch is going in place, and it is finished. And here we go, here are the two final products for this prompt. And our next prompt is create a merge. Choose two animals and merge them together. So I chose a monkey and a pig, and Moo chose a croc and a giraffe. A croc obviously being a crocodile. And of course we wrote the prompts on the top of our page so that both of us wouldn't forget, but also so that you could see it and follow along. So here we are putting in all our outlining first, obviously in pencil so that we can rub it out and make mistakes all we need to. I couldn't quite get the tail right. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it looks better than I expected it to, my monkey pig. I also just want to take this moment while we're doing our outlining to shout out Megan Buckley and Scott Buckley for letting us commandeer their bench for the day to be able to do this artworks. It did take quite a long time to do. My first video I think went for like 30 minutes, and I've managed to cut it down quite a bit and speed it up for you guys, but this is definitely a very long process with many hand cramps involved, especially because I do colour quite a bit, but you still get hand cramps no matter how much you build up those muscles. Holding them in that position for so long tends to get a bit tiring. At least this one I was quicker to get onto the colour with, and all the detail was more done in the shading and colouring that went into it, rather than in the pencil drawing itself. And you can see the eyes from our last picture poking through on my page there. Looks a little weird looking at it now, but not much I can do about it. I already drew this picture. Though he may become one of my regulars, I think. He's pretty cute. I never thought I would be happy with a monkey pig, but there you go. And of course we got Moo's croc giraffe over there looking amazing as always. She's got some shades going on, lots of greens and yellows, and she went with a long neck and a crocodile spines, which I love. And hers is finished. Unfortunately I didn't show our finished products up to the camera, so I'm very sorry about that, but feel free to pause the video and check it out at the very end. I will endeavour to show them next time. And there's Moo playing with some slime. She got a little bored waiting for me to finish my colouring. Almost there, we're getting there. And so Moo decided to do some Lego as well. So she's building a panda right now. You'll see it pop on screen in a minute. Adding in some extra colours there. Here I go, trying to put some of them back in their correct spaces. I don't want to be putting things in different spaces. Leave things as I found them, as I say. And for this outline I chose to use a black pen rather than the thicker tipped Sharpie, since there was really less need for it, and I wanted to get those nice clean crisp lines And this is the end of our video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment. I will endeavour to answer as many as I can. And thanks for watching.